Good couple sideways here. Couple sideways. Framed in properly. Landscape.
Portrait.
Landscape.
Portrait. Can you just look down?
Oh yeah. Work it. Now get the
Can we get one more?
Sure, I'll take it, guys. Let me take it.
Let's get in there.
No. I'm gonna take it. I'm taking it.
Got Minnesota bombing anyway.
Well, I get in there so someone's your mom.
Can you guys come in now?
Okay, my daughter's watching this in Texas and she says it's blurry.
It's blurry. Interesting.
Everything is where it should be.
I don't.
You wouldn't have been offended.
How are you? That's been all said. How are you guys doing? We're good. It's finally breathing time.
Here comes some more people.
Oh, yeah, she let you know?
5 people coming around.
Hi, folks. Kyle. So, 19 years ago in San Francisco, in our little one-bedroom apartment, on December 31st, Josie John sang, "What Are You Doing New Year's Eve?" at our wedding. I'm her Uncle Phil, and her Aunt Ariana's right there. And it was beautiful. And I told her at the time, if I ever had the opportunity, I'd pay her back. So the bill has come due, apparently.
There we go.
All right, Phil.
I need a tool. Little trip to heaven on the wings of your love. Yellow moon is hanging in the sky. I don't have to take no trips to outer space. All I have to do is look at your face. And before I know it, I'm in orbit around you, thanking my lucky stars that I found you. When I see your constellation, honey, you're my inspiration, and it's you. Stars that I found you. When I see your smiling face, I know nothing is ever gonna take your place. It's you.
Who presents Josie to be married to Kyle?
I do. Proudest father in the valley. Josh Sucker.
Thank you, Joshua. You are a proud father. Good afternoon, everybody. Celebration day for Josie and Kyle. I would like to offer my special welcome to those of you who have traveled from out of town. Knowing these trying times that we're in right now, it's not an easy task. Thank you for coming and welcome. I'm extremely honored that Josie and Kyle asked me to perform. I'm so honored. So now I'd like to give you a little background on how these two became a couple. Josie's dad and I met back in the early 80s. Both of us had moved to Vail. Just a couple ski bumps. We're trying to make the dream work. And 30 years later, here we are. We're still a couple ski bumps, living the dream. I met Josie when she was about 12 years old. That's when Josh, her father, came to work at me at Mill Creek. That was when Josh and Josie became family to me and my wife Mary and the Mill Creek crew. As the years have flown by, I've watched Josie grow up before my eyes. I have so many fond memories of watching this girl grow up. One in particular, she was in a play, a Wizard of Oz musical. And we packed up, and it was up at the Villar Center. And so we went up, Josh and I, and Willie, and several other people, went up to watch Josie in this play, and she sang her heart out, man. But probably Josh and I and Willie probably embarrassed her a little bit. We were a little verbal and maybe a little too loud. I can remember at one point Willie standing up and screaming her name, "Go Sutner, go Sutner," and the place everything kind of turned around and looked at us, and we're like, okay, maybe we should sit down now. But Josh and Josie became family. Okay. Then she went on to kill it. She was valedictorian of her class. And after high school graduation, she went to Columbia University, graduated from Columbia. But that wasn't enough. She had to go on and get her master's degree at the University of Michigan. Traveled the world, and now has an extremely successful career. Don't forget, she's a great skier. I believe there's nothing Josie can't do if she puts her mind to it. I know her dad is very proud of her. I'm very proud of her, and I know everybody here today is very proud of Josie. Now on to Kyle. I met Kyle 8 years ago. He had come to Vail to live the dream like Josh and I did. Well, Kyle showed up in my shop. My shop is Mill Creek Sports. Kyle showed up in the shop, and I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Kyle's hair was down to his shoulders at that time. Anyway, he came in with a couple colleagues and a supervisor, and we tuned a bunch of skis for this other shop. And so they had brought Kyle in just to show him kind of how we run the system and whatnot. And so before they left, at the time I needed an employee at Mill Creek. So before they left, I asked Kyle if he would be interested in a part-time job at Mill Creek. And so they left, but later on that afternoon, Kyle came back in. And he said he liked the vibe of the shop and was maybe interested, but he said, well, what were the benefits of coming to Mill Creek and working for me? Well, at that point I said, you came here to ski, right? You can work for those guys and schlep skis around and park cars and maybe ski 2 days a week if you're lucky. Or you can come over to Mill Creek where you can ski 7 days a week, have a few beers with the boys, tune skis, and then ski with some real skiers and learn how to ski. Okay? So, anyway, he came back in. He said, well, maybe I should get an interview. And I said, well, for those of you who don't know Mill Creek, interview at Mill Creek's probably like no other. It's a crack of 2 beers, poured a couple shots of bourbon. We did a shot, we shook hands, and later that week, Kyle started working at Mill Creek. That's when Kyle became an official ski bum. So Mill Creek took Kyle under our wings, and Josh came in later that afternoon, and I said, Josh, man, we got our work cut out for us here. I hired the long-haired Texan. Kyle was like, Josh was like, oh boy, here we go. I said, well, yeah, we can do this, man. We're going to do this. So anyway, within a year, we took Kyle from, Josh and I and the boys at Mill Creek, took Kyle from an intermediate skier at best to an expert skier. And that takes one heck of an athlete to do that. He did a lot of somersaults getting there, but we did it. Then Kyle, these guys became family. We came to find out that Josie and Kyle, the next year, Kyle came back. And he came to work for me full time. And at that point, Josh needed a roommate. So Kyle moved into Josh's basement, helped Josh out, help us out. And well, the rest is history.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh man! Eventually, they were dating for a while, and nobody really knew what was going on. So, and then eventually they came out of the closet. Okay, and at that time, you could sure tell that these guys were madly in love. A couple of years ago, so they started dating openly. A couple of years ago, we were at a Mill Creek end of the year party, and we were having a good time. We have this every year, and a few cocktails into it. These guys asked me if I would marry them. And I said, yeah, sure, no big deal, whatever. Well, I didn't think they were real serious, but here I am, and here we are. Okay.
Let's go.
Josie, you're an amazing woman, and I've watched you grow up into a beautiful, intelligent, lovely person. I think of you as a daughter. Kyle, you started out as an employee of mine, and you've grown into much more than that. I think of you as one of my best friends, and I think the feeling's mutual. I love you both. I know you guys wanted a much bigger wedding and a more extravagant situation, but with the COVID thing, you've got your loved ones here, and this is your day. Okay, enjoy it, love it, remember it. You won't forget this for the rest of your life. Kyle and Josie, are you ready to share your vows? Marriage is a clasping of hands, the blending of hearts, the union of two lives into one. For today, the two of you pledge to love, care for one another in marriage. You are creating a union that will bind you closer than any spoken words or written words. Kyle, do you take Josie to be your wife? Do you promise to share your life with her, build your dreams together, support one another through times of struggle, rejoice with her in times of happiness, to love her, respect her, and care for her through all the days of your lives? Josie, do you take Kyle as your husband? Do you promise to share your life with him? Build your dreams together, support him through times of struggle, and rejoice with him in times of happiness, to love him, respect him, and care for him for all the days of your life? The personal vows which you are about to exchange serve as a symbol of the relationship that already exists between you and has already been celebrated in all the commitments, big and small, you made to each other since you were first met. What you are celebrating today is not the beginning of marriage, but a marriage that's in progress. Let these vows be a symbol of how far you've come together and the promise you will continue to make to each other through your lives together. At this time, I will ask you each to exchange your personal vows.
Joseph, I did not know what it was going to look like watching you walk down the aisle, but that was the best thing ever. You look beautiful. I love you. Your smile is as happy and as bright as the first time we met. I remember that day, and I think about that day all the time. I love your happy smile. I also love when you sing in the shower and when you're going around the house on your tiptoes when you're really excited and happy about something. I love that. You have an incredible way of letting me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling and what you need. Please keep that up. I promise to remain focused for the rest of our lives on you, on getting better, and me. But us. You bring the best out in me. I know it's not always easy, but keep it up, please. You challenge me to listen, to grow, to excel at things, and you appreciate my individuality. Thanks for loving me. Our journey has already started, but as we continue, let's always remember to make time for us and the important things that we want. When life gets hard and busy, I promise not to lose sight of you. Let's grow together while we maintain what makes us special. Let's develop ourselves as individuals, as a couple, and as a family. Let's laugh, cry, forgive, and let's be gentle. I will always be here for you. I'm not going anywhere, ever. We're right here where it all started, with everybody that we love. Who knows where it's going to end? But let's make sure that we have fun along the way. The future is ours, and we can do anything together. I love you forever.
No, just go right up. Standing here. Standing here, I can honestly tell you I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. It's not just a cliche, it's actually a feeling, because never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I would meet somebody who would love me so wholly as I am. 100% myself, never having to be anything else but that, and loving me more for that fact. I'm so just grateful and lucky to have had your support in the past few years, and especially planning a wedding 3 times during COVID. I think it takes a certain kind of partner, and I've been really happy to see how we've weathered the different storms. I think vows are about promises, and the first promise I would make above everything else is to try to push your best qualities in my own actions so that we're better together. I've learned so much from you. You take care of everybody else before yourself, except if it's Sunday. You're persistent, sometimes to the point of insanity, especially if it involves football. You take the time to listen to people, to know people, to meet people where they are. And I think that's a really special quality, and it's one that's made me feel special time after time after time. I promise to continue loving you the way you love me, and hopefully better. I promise to be sincere, to tell you my feelings, listen to you, to compromise with me, to be a diligent fan, to keep being together, to always remind you how many servings are in an ice cream container, and sometimes let you have 4 of them. To always remember that we're different people coming at things from different angles, and to always, first and foremost, try to grow with each other and support each other when we're down, and be people's cheerleaders or be each other's cheerleaders when the world feels like it's against us. I love you so much. I'm so excited. This day is here. That's it with my best.
Now I'd like to invite Josie's aunt, Ariane Sutner, to join us in the reading of a lovely love story by Edward Monkton.
So, it is a lovely love story by Edward Monckton, and it was lovingly and lightheartedly adapted by the very lovely and talented and special Josie John to reflect the bride and the groom. I'm not really blocking anyone. So. The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside her cage of ice. Although it was cold, she was happy in there. It was, after all, her cage. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts. I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although she is fierce, she's also tender, and she is funny. She's also quite clever, though I will not tell her this for now. I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. He is handsome, different, and he smells so nice. He's also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur. But she can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. She's also overly fond of travel. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of travel? But his mind skipped from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. He's also uncommonly keen on the Kansas City Chiefs. Are all lovely other dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on the Kansas City Chiefs? I will forgive her peculiarity and her concern for travel, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes her a richly charactered individual. and I will forgive his skipping mind and his fondness for the Kansas City Chiefs, thought the dinosaur, for he fills our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I am not unkeen on Patrick Mahomes either. Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together, they stand on the hill, telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs. And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together. For the sun is warm and the world is a beautiful place. And they are beautiful people. We love them.
Jason, please. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. For each of you is a giver and each is a receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken. Kyle, please place this ring on Josie's finger and repeat after me. I, Kyle, take you, Josie, to be my wife.
I, Kyle, take you, Josie, to be my wife.
I give you this ring as a reminder that I will love, honor, cherish you in all times, in all places, and in all ways forever.
I give you this ring as a reminder of everything that Wayne just said. To love, to care, to listen, to support, to protect, and to always be there.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll go a little slower. Josie, place this ring on Kyle's finger and repeat after me. I, Josie, take you, Kyle, to be my husband.
I, Josie, take you, Kyle, to be my husband.
I give you this ring as a reminder that I will love,
I give you this ring as a reminder that I will love,
honor, and cherish you in all times,
honor, and cherish you in all times,
in all places, and in all ways forever.
in all places, and in all ways forever.
Kyle and Josie, remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Forgive each other's flaws and focus instead on your unique qualities that make you better together. Listen to one another, eat well, ski often, celebrate each other's successes, and pick each other up in times of hardship. In this way, you will double in half your sorrows. May you always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage grow stronger. May you always be each other's best friend and greatest love. And many years from now, may you look at one another and be able to say, because of you, I have lived the life I've always wanted to live. Because of you, I have become the person I long to be. We end the celebration with the traditional breaking of the glass.
No glass.
Does
We're,
anyone have something glass?
we're gonna have.
There's some plastic cups right there.
There you go.
There we go.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. The shattered glass reminds us that love, like glass, is fragile and must be protected. It also symbolizes the transformative experience that marriage creates. Leaving the bride and groom forever changed. Josie and Kyle. I now pronounce you husband and wife, even if we didn't have a glass to break. But we broke the glass.
Yay! Kyle and Josie.
You may kiss your lovely bride.
I gotta keep following. Big guys.
And now it's my pleasure to present to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Burnett.
Tiptoe to the window, by the window, that's where I'll become tiptoe into tiptoe in the garden, by the Knee deep in
Pulled it off.
flowers,
A lot of different.
we'll keep the showers away, and if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips with me? Knee deep in flowers we'll stray. We'll keep the showers away, and if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and heli ski in the aspen trees with me?
Well,